Welcome to Complexity Made Simple. My name is Paul Allen, and the story of today's video, well, this is part 2 of our 7 wastes discussion about motion. Yesterday I was talking about the possibility of reducing motion by reducing the batch size. Instead of delivering a pallet, I deliver a box, and if I deliver a box, the size of the production line collapses. I don't deliver using a forklift truck because there's no longer pallets. I use a manual cart, and we use what's known as a milk round. We deliver like that. Now, just some additional information to this, because of course when people look at this, they're going to say, yes, but I could have lost motion by using a U-shape production line, and that way I could have retained my forklift truck and retained the efficiency of moving large lumps of material around the factory. Now that is true, nothing wrong by the way with doing that and trying to optimize what you've already got, don't have a problem. However, a couple of things. Of course, I can do the same thing here. So I put this in a line, this was in a line, this has gone U-shape, this has gone U-shape. Clearly this is going to have less motion than this. The other issue is going to be, of course, when you come to put the second pallet in here, I have to stop this guy because I can't put pallets behind one another. This guy can't manhandle empty pallets, etc. This gets ridiculous. So what I have to do, I have to stop him. I have to move that pallet out, and then I have to put that pallet in. So that's going to stop him a lot. There's 5 pallets being manhandled. Now I could put equipment in here, but now that starts getting expensive, doesn't it? So now you're answering the problem by investing lots of money. And again, that's the point. We don't have to invest any money over here. You see, I can put boxes one behind the other easy over here. And then when one box is emptied, what has he got? Well, he's just got an empty cardboard box. Well, he can simply throw that behind him. So I'm going to save time because the changeover of units is going to be a lot quicker as well. What else am I going to save? Well, I'm still going to save because this thing, this forklift truck, if you try and get a forklift truck in here, you need a fairly decent turning circle for him to get in and out here. So we have this huge gangway in order for the forklift truck to get around this U-shaped cell. Now I don't need this here. Whatever the size of my truck is, because I'm going to manually put those in there, the gangway can be much smaller. Yeah, so the whole thing much smaller. Okay, so anything that you can do here, you can do here, and we're still getting the benefits. Yeah, so but it's a fair point. You could use a U-shaped cell. You can reduce motion without reducing the pallet size. But think about what you're doing here. You're trying to make sure that you keep this activity efficient. You're trying to make this activity efficient. Ask yourself this: how much money does this activity generate? How much does the customer buy from that guy? He doesn't buy anything at all. This makes no money whatsoever. Why would you make this as fast as possible? It kind of makes no sense. This is the man that makes the money. So if this guy can make 50 per hour, and we'll say that for every one he makes, you make £1 worth of profit. Why wouldn't you make this guy make more money? This doesn't matter. This really doesn't matter. Here, and we'll assume that I've doubled the speed. I'm just going to double the speed. So suddenly this guy can do 100 per hour, and now look, Yeah, so still a pound, isn't it? So I'm still going to make a pound, but what am I making? Now I'm making £100 an hour as opposed to £50 an hour. But of course, better still here, you see, this takes up more space. You see, I can put 4 of these in the same space that I can put 1 of these. So now what have I got? Not £100 an hour, not double. I'm not making double the money. What I'm going to make, I'm going to make 4 times the money out of the same space. I'm going to make 4 times as much money. Now think about the backup resources that are needed to run these factories. So things like your human resources, your engineering departments, your IT departments. When I make my workforce 4 times as big, they won't be 4 times as big. HR department doesn't need to be 4 times as big just because you got 4 times as many people. Makes no sense. The IT department, same. So not only am I going to make 4 times as much money, all my backup resources are going to be reduced as well. And I'm not paying for forklift trucks, I'm not paying for forklift truck training, I don't have all the space that I need to park the forklift trucks every night. I don't have to segregate, I don't have to optimise my layout for safety, because there are no safety issues when I've got this. You see, this thing is over-processing. This is the waste of over-processing. This is the right way to do it. This is all that's needed. So not only have we got the waste of motion here, we get the waste of over-processing, and you can see how much money over-processing can cost you. You know, how much does a forklift truck cost compared to a push-along truck? You know, that item alone is worth fortunes to you if you spread it out over the whole factory. So motion, we're trying to optimize the throughput. One thing that's really important, one of the things that lean does, and people don't realize the amount of money in this, they're trying to optimize the space, because with space you can make piles and piles of cash. So I understand maybe the criticism of what I said yesterday. There are ways of reducing the motion, maintaining the efficiency of the work handler, the material handler. But that's not what we want to do. What we want to do is optimize the guy that makes money and then multiply that as much as we can and make as much cash through the same factory as possible. That is where lean scores over every other technique.